Representative Andy Ogles just posted some insane filth onto his Twitter timeline today, showcasing an extremely racist and hateful smear campaign ad thing against mayoral-elect Zohran Mamdani out of New York City. And the post is captioned, "Remember, New York, I warned you," and then a little crying emoji. That's so fun. Just a little. Let's add a little emoji to our extremely racist freak show of a post. That's just great. Let's take a look at the video, shall we?
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want no friggin' part of it. New York, New York. These Hugo Boss shoes are longing to stray and take an Uber to LaGuardia, Ta-ta, New York.
So right off the bat, we have AOC as a blood-sucking vampire. Cool, let's just get the misogyny right out of the way. Great, love to see it. And then we have Elizabeth Warren in a traditional Native American headdress in response to her comments that she made, 7 years ago about being part Native American, that she has apologized for, by the way. So that's cool, we're still harping on that, and she is making out with Zohran Mamdani on a park bench. Insanely deranged behavior, but that's okay. When calling Zohran Mamdani a communist and putting a Fidel Castro hat on him is the least problematic thing about this extremely problematic, racist, Islamophobic, and hateful video, you know you have some serious problems. We see the racism meter spike in this video as we get some AI shots of a bunch of criminals burning down cop cars and robbing Apple stores and just generally stealing stuff. But of course, this is AI. This isn't real because this isn't happening. Conservatives have to make up this headcanon in their brains of things that are actually happening, but they're not, so they have to AI generate these fake videos of it happening to get outraged about. Because they have to be outraged about something, so let's just make an AI video about it. Great, cool, we'll just be mad about that. And of course, every single criminal in this video is depicted as, let's just say not a white person. They're all black and brown, because of course they are. He's racist. It's a white supremacist video. Fork found in kitchen. Also, this whole attack is seemingly about this white flight from New York City, but in my opinion, if you love your city, you should stay there, right? That's your home. You should try to make it better for everyone to be there. But maybe that's just me being empathetic and I shouldn't express that same gratitude towards a Republican congressman. Also, side note, LaGuardia Airport is named after a person. It's named after Fiorello LaGuardia. He was a mayor of New York City, and he was an out-and-about socialist. Kind of interesting.
I want to wake up in a city that's safe and free, without that slick jive-ass mayor, Comrade Mamdani. It's clear that Gen Z knows no history, just DEI and woke philosophy. Imagine North Korea with a dash of Sharia. That's what you got. New York, New York.
Yeah, wow, okay, a lot to unpack there. Starting off with the arrest of Benjamin Netanyahu, which Zohran Mamdani did say he would do if Netanyahu visited this city, which is just him upholding the International Criminal Court's indictment, calling Netanyahu a war criminal. But, of course, then we get more AI montages of not white people committing crimes and being these violent criminals, which I feel like there needs to be some serious legislation and talks on a very intense level about the legality of doing this sort of thing, like using AI in political ads, especially depicting public political figures or minorities committing crimes. That feels like it shouldn't be legal, but here we are with a congressman posting it, and that's just the world we live in. So I feel like there should maybe be some laws about that. But of course, this is like the Wild West with AI, so I feel like we just have to rein it in a little bit. But maybe that's just me. We then get the beautiful line, and I do love this line, genuinely. It's clear to see Gen Z knows no history, just DEI and woke ideology. Which, objectively, fire line, absolute cinema. Putting aside the insanity of just how objectively incorrect that statement is, that's just straight bars from AI Sinatra there. Just, beautiful. I love it. But the problem is not that Gen Z doesn't know history, it's that we do. And that scares these people, right? We understand and contextualize our understanding of history, and we see it for what it is, right? We see it as this messy, dark, twisted past that was hard fought, right? The privileges that we have now come from the hardship and the bloodshed and the death of hundreds of thousands of people working and striving to make a better tomorrow. And now we have people like that in Zohran Mamdani, in AOC, in these progressive leaders who are trying to push forward and making the lives of everyday ordinary people better. And they're calling them vampires and monsters and these crazy, jihadist terrorists, which, again, just extraordinarily racist. But there's just no words. This line about the woke ideology comes over some AI-generated images of a trans school teacher and some LGBT Palestine protesters who are getting attacked by what I am guessing are supposed to be Hamas fighters. But we're talking about the mayor of New York, who is a Muslim man and a proud and vocal advocate for Palestine, and they just have to shove that into every single conversation about him because he's Muslim. The neurons are not firing in these people's brains enough to realize that there is a difference between a Muslim mayor of New York City and a Hamas militant. They're just the same in their brains, I guess. And then, of course, we get the line, North Korea with a dash of Sharia, which I doubt anyone actually liking this post knows what Sharia law is anyway. They just hear it and they just think it's this scary Muslim word. It's just, it's so despicable.
New York, New York, I want to wake up in a city that feels like home, and not with defunded police, migrants galore, man dummy run grocery stores, thinks he's a...
It just doesn't stop with this one. We get more shots of Mamdani, which we should, again, probably have some regulation around. He's a political figure. Probably shouldn't AI generate him. Then there's this AI shot of a group of Muslim men dog-walking the NYPD and the release of these immigrants into the city, which are, of course, all black and brown because, again, white supremacist video. I feel like I'm a parrot here repeating myself over and over again, but it is what it is. Then we hear about the Mamdani-run halal-only grocery stores, which, again, I would bet that these people do not know what halal means. They just know it's a word they don't understand. And of course, the grocery stores are empty, except they are filled with a bunch of COVID shots, which I can't believe in 2025 is still a contentious issue. But of course it is. The grocery stores are filled with COVID shots. That's insane.
A genius, AOC with a penis.
Yeah, I'm not even going to comment on that one. I think that one just speaks for itself. Yeesh.
It's time to stick a fork in it. New York, you're done. Soon the tax base will be gone to Boca Raton, while Jaime Town becomes Commie Town. Should've elected the hack instead of the quack. Rest in peace, New York, Commie Town.
So to me, this is the laziest part of this extremely lazy AI video. Let's just throw a bunch of rich people running away from New York City and just showing how communist Zohran Mamdani is. Like, hey, look at him. He's in a communist hat. He's drinking champagne, but he's a communist. Did we mention he's a communist? And we have all these Democrats and they're just cheering him. They're going, yes, we love that you're a communist. Which is a little silly because they put Chuck Schumer in this video, and Chuck Schumer has not publicly endorsed or supported or even said that he voted for Zohran Mamdani. If I were to bet, I would guess that Chuck Schumer actually isn't even a fan of Zohran Mamdani. When he was asked if he voted in the mayoral election and who he voted for, he just said he voted. To me, that sounds like he didn't vote for Mamdani because he would have just said that. But he didn't. So he doesn't seem to be too fond of him. So it's just funny that he's in this video when all these people are like, yeah, Zohran! And one of them's Chuck Schumer. Come on. Did we mention he's a communist, by the way?
New York, Commie Town.
And then we get to the climax of the video. We get to the beautiful ending, which shows the Statue of Liberty being pulled down by Zohran, Elizabeth Warren, Vampire AOC, and then Al Sharpton is there for some reason. He just had to catch a stray from these racist freaks. They were like, we need a black person on the boat because we need to be more racist. So Al Sharpton's there for some reason. Cool. But that one is also really funny to me because the Statue of Liberty is literally the symbol of American immigration, right? It was the first thing that the people saw coming into America in the 1800s. Her torch is a beacon for all people to come to, right? America is literally a nation built on immigrants, and the Statue of Liberty is the symbol of that ideology. And now that it's being torn down and seen as this bad thing, you guys don't even like immigration. The conservatives don't like immigration. You're the ones who should be pulling down the Statue of Liberty. So I'm glad to be done with that xenophobic, homophobic, Islamophobic, all the phobics video. I also think it's hilarious that Andy Ogles is from Tennessee. What are you doing talking about the mayoral election of New York? Okay, how about helping your constituents instead of posting an AI video of Zohran Mamdani, right? Actually do your job, maybe, but of course that would require effort, and that's asking way too much from a Republican congressman. I forgot, of course. It's just this vile, disgusting bigotry is acceptable in the United States. This is a sitting representative, Andy Ogles, and he's posting this, like, beyond parody, beyond comedy, extraordinarily racist video of a public figure who was just elected to be the mayor of the largest city in the country. And he's tweeting it publicly on an app owned by an insane person, but let's put Elon Musk aside for a second. And he gets away with all of this because Zohran Mamdani is brown, because he is Muslim, because he is a man with leftist progressive ideas. And to him and to the conservative platform, he is a scary guy. He is a guy that threatens their very existence. He is a guy that threatens their ideology of suppressing the working class because Zohran actually cares about the people that he is representing, unlike Andy Ogles. It's just disgusting. But unfortunately, we do have one more surprise because conservatives are so unoriginal they had to reuse the same exact joke at the Fox Nation Patriot Awards where Sean Hannity led a group of proud American patriots in a beautiful song. Take a listen.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. No longer wanna be a part of it. High tax New York. These commie Mamdani blues are longing to leave right to the very heart of it. Bye-bye, New York.
I wonder if they have a most bigoted award. I don't know. Someone will have to let me know because I am not sitting through all of that to figure it out. Also, Sean Hannity has the voice of an angel, doesn't he? Just beautiful pipes on that guy. So that's going to do it for now. I really hope you enjoyed this journey down the rabbit hole with me. I'm Iago Lashua with Really American. Be sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.